awesome.
Okay, that time is right here with us, and it's time for Total Football, your Monday night football show. And it is the show that brings you up to date with all the major football activities around the world. I welcome you. My name is IGHALO. It's nice to be back on the show. It's nice to talk football right here. And this promises to be another interesting edition of the program. I tell you something. Lionel MESSI may just be ending his career at Barcelona, but don't you go thinking, what are they talking about? Wait for it. As we also tell you, IGHALO continues to make news in the world of football, especially as he moved to Manchester United. Those two will be our talking point, but we'll tell you more. But that's not all that will be on the show. It was a weekend of great comebacks in Spain, especially as Barcelona and Real Madrid continue to fight ding-dong battle out there in the Spanish La Liga. Let's also tell you that out there in Italy, Juventus went down to Verona, giving room for Inter Milan to top the table this past weekend. And how did Inter do it? Inter had a fantastic derby victory over AC Milan. Don't take your eyes away from Inter Milan. That man, Conte, is doing something special with Inter Milan. So keep your eyes on Inter for the rest of the season. There is also news coming from England, and we must tell you it is something you cannot afford to miss. I'm not alone on the show this very beautiful Monday night here in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. Bala Ogidiave is also here. My 5 and 6, but sometimes I like pushing him forward to play the false 9.
Of course, because you know I'm surely coming with the goals to you, Spot. I tell you, total. I'm so excited to be here. Total football fans, welcome back to another interesting episode. And I tell you, a loaded package we have for you today. A loaded package. Cristiano Ronaldo, what a goal.
What a goal.
But what is scoreline?
He didn't save Juve.
Messi versus Barcelona. Quite interesting. The first time ever Messi would come out to talk against Barcelona, I tell you. And of course...
And Pep Guardiola is waiting by the sideline. Should Messi just take one step out of Barcelona, he grabs him.
All that coming to you on Total Football.
Let's also tell you that the phone lines will be open quite early on the show tonight. Wherever you're calling us around the world, once you see the phone line, please turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you very clearly and be able to communicate also very clearly back onto you. This is Total Football. Once again, IGHALO is my name. Welcome. We'll take a quick break. When we return, the show gets underway. Stay with us.
Absolutely awesome.
Is the year of perfection.
In a blaze of glory, the year 2020 has been declared the year of perfection.
Happy New Year, everybody! Welcome to 2020. It's a great year.
And with such joy and excitement pervading the atmosphere, the Spirit of God further revealed the intricacies of His plans for us this year.
There's going to be an alignment. The word is completeness. The next one is excellence. The fourth one is from the Greek telesphorio. It means to bring to fruition.
Get ready for a most extraordinary year as you study, meditate, and imbibe this Rhema word for the year of perfection.
You're going to be so full of God's word in 2020. You're going to desire after God's word in 2020. Can you say amen? The moment you set yourself to perfection, you will have it.
It is now available on the Pastor Chris Digital Library app. Tell everyone about it and download your copy now. Visit the ministry material stand after the service to get a copy. God bless you.
Okay, great to have you back. This is Total Football in the month of songs. I tell you, your life and your world be filled with new songs in this very month of February. Fill this month with songs of psalms and hymns, and you will see your life being catapulted to the next level. And don't you also forget that the year 2020 has been declared by our dear man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakilome, as the year of perfection. This is the year of excellence, aligning, with perfect fruition that you expect at the end of the year. Is the year to run with speed and run with excellence. Welcome to Total Football. If you've just joined us, there is so much for us to talk about. As we tell you, the phone lines will go up right now, and the talking points we are bringing to you on this very special day are two. Bala Okidiave, can we give them the talking points?
All right, first talking point we're going to be having today, talking about our main man, the man of the moment in Nigerian football. That is IGHALO.
A man from China.
The man from China. Is IGHALO going to be a hit? Or would he not be a hit at England? And I'm going to Spain. It's Barcelona versus MESSI. So it's MESSI finally going to leave Barcelona. That's the talking points. You can call us online on our phone lines, social media handles. Go to King's Chart, hashtag Total Football. Give us your answers. I'll be right here to answer you.
Great. Okay, the phone lines are up right now, and the two talking points we'll be discussing on the program this very special edition is Odion Ighalo going to be a hit? Are you expecting that ex-international from Nigeria to be a hit at Manchester United? What do you think? Pick your phone, call us anywhere you are, but if you're calling from outside Nigeria, do remember the country code remains +234, and you will turn down the volume of your set. Now the second talking point, which will be coming on later on the program, will be on Lionel Messi, Rumble at Nou Camp. Okay, and the rumor is going that Lionel Messi is taking his time to renew his contract with Barcelona, while Pep Guardiola is waiting by the sideline to take him to Manchester City. And we ask, do you think Messi's stay at the Nou Camp is finally coming to an end? When we get there, we will let you know, and we will take your calls. But right now, let's quickly take a look at some of the top stories breaking in the exciting world of football. And we are starting from Africa, where the Confederation of African Football have hit back after a PwC audit raised concerns about financial mismanagement by the African football powerhouse. The Confederation of African Football have issued a statement responding to a recent independent audit that raised concerns about the organization's bookkeeping, reaffirming the organization's commitment to transparency. And talking about that, the CAF president is the one really talking, Ahmad. Excerpts from a 55-page report by PricewaterhouseCoopers Audit Company on CAF's finances between 2017 and 2019 allegedly includes evidence of potential elements of mismanagement and possible abuse of power, and claims that the organization's accounting records are unreliable and not trustworthy. CAF has warned, issued a strong defense to the allegations, and vowed not to let the mismanagement or the past of the misleading reports in some media derail their ongoing quest for football reforms in Africa. Okay, still keeping it on Africa and to Nigeria and England, Odion Ighalo, the man we talked about earlier on, has been cleared to travel with Manchester United for Club Brugge clash against Manchester United despite missing trainings over coronavirus scare. The Nigerian was blocked from attending the club's training, and that's the camp in Marbella over coronavirus fears, but has been given the green light to join his new teammates in Belgium for the match on February 20. However, border control had started monitoring people for a period of 2 weeks who were arriving from China. Ighalo's observation time runs out on February 16, 4 days before United's European clash, and the club has confirmed that he will be able to play. All right, good news for Odion Ighalo. and good news for Nigerians who are really looking forward to this young man who has retired from the Super Eagles of Nigeria after becoming the top scorer at France 98 World Cup for Nigeria, and now facing club football and concentrating on his career. But let's talk about another ex-international from Nigeria, an ex-Super Eagles player. You know him very well, scintillating winger Victor Moses, who grabbed an assist in Inter Milan's comeback derby win against AC Milan. Okay, the story goes that former Nigerian international Victor Moses made a key impact as Antonio Conte's men secured a dramatic triumph over their rivals. Victor Moses provided an assist as Inter Milan silenced AC Milan 4-2 on Sunday's thrilling derby, and that's a Della Madonna outing. Despite replacing Antonio Cordreva in the 80th minute, the ex-Liverpool man delivered a positive performance to help Antonio Conte's side secure a comeback triumph. Visitors Milan started like a house on fire and went 2-0 up at halftime, and thanks to Ante Rebic and Zlatan Ibrahimovic's goals. However, quick-fire efforts from Marcelo Brozovic and Matthias Vincino put the Nazaresi on level terms at San Siro. Interesting result. That result sent Inter Milan top of Serie A table after Juventus suffered a shock defeat at Hellas Verona. That was back on Saturday. Victor Moses is expected to feature when his team takes on Napoli in the first leg of their Coppa Italia semi-finals. That will be on Wednesday, with Inter Milan taking on Juventus in the other last four clash on Thursday. All right, Victor Moses back in the news. Okay, we are staying in Italy, and this has to do with Cristiano Ronaldo, relying too much on Cristiano Ronaldo pleading for help from his aging stars and frustrated by a slow lightweight midfield. Maurizio Sarri is talking at Juve. It says a lot for Juventus that being on equal points at the top of the league is considered a crisis. But this is a DEFCON level that Maurizio Sarri, the one you call Sarriball, signed up for when he took over in the summer at Juve. They are relentless winners in Italy, and anything less is unacceptable. A shock defeat to Verona on Saturday night was bad enough, according to the sweat merchant, Maurizio Sarri. Inter Milan's victory over AC Milan on Sunday made it so worse as they dropped down to second position on the table, and the cracks have started to appear for Sarri's regime, ones even Cristiano Ronaldo cannot fix. And there are already suggestions that Massimiliano Allegri could also be brought back to take charge again. All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed as we continue to monitor what goes on out there in Italy. But crossing over to England, our final story, the man who started out as the special one is still saying, I am the happy one. And he says, I am happy at Tottenham Hotspur. And we'll tell you that head coach Jose Mourinho spent winter break scouting RB Leipzig of Germany ahead of Champions League clash, and speaks and says, I am happy at Spurs, because it's coming right on the heels of stories that he's finding life difficult at Tottenham Hotspur. All right, he braved the weekend's stormy weather to fly down to Munich to watch the top of the table Bundesliga clash between Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig. Spurs play Leipzig on February 19 in the Champions League, and it's about fine margins. He could have watched the game on TV or relied on the video from his analysts, but Jose Mourinho says nothing can compare to being physically present at the stadium to watch the match and see those that can give him problem when he takes on the German side in the Champions League. Tottenham players are returned to training on Wednesday to prepare for Leipzig, and the Premier League, they visit Aston Villa. That would be on Sunday. All right, Bala, top of the stories, all very interesting stories. What do you make of those?
Firstly, there's just a lot to talk about today. Really, really a lot. Starting with CAF, which I think would be rectified. And of course, we move down to IGHALO being, trapped out. Should I say, kept out of Manchester United.
For fear of
coronavirus. And as painful as it might look like, but it's just for precaution. Manchester United bought Odion Ighalo last week. And trust me, if Manchester United were to buy Odion Ighalo this week, because this week the coronavirus incident has gone so viral. As of last week,
the virus has gone viral.
Yes,
I like that.
As of last week, we're having information from China that it was being contained. It was being contained, and it's being under under care. But this week, we know how the coronavirus has spread.
26 countries have tested positive.
So it's really a thing Manchester United, and I should say not just Manchester United, United Kingdom will be looking out for. Manchester United wanted Odion Ighalo. That's why they went for him. So it's just precaution measures. It's all right for that to happen. The good news is that he's cleared.
He's clear. Just as Nigeria is also cleared, no coronavirus in Nigeria. Not in Lagos, not in Abuja.
Yeah, Pastor Chris in Lagos. What do you expect?
Oh, praying. 365 days, Pastor Chris is praying. Do join Pastor Chris in prayer-a-thon. 365 days. Started already, January done with.
Yeah.
And we
February,
are in February, and we are still praying. Remember to join us so you stay coronavirus free. All right, yeah, that takes us to the talking point one, Odion Ighalo in Manchester United. All right, since this young man moved from China to United, he has hit the top lines in the media. There is not one day passing without the media all around the world talking about Nigeria's ex-international. On that note, we will declare the phone lines open as we begin to talk. Talking point number one, do you think that Odion Ighalo's stay at Old Trafford will be a success? Already, John from Taraba, thanks for joining us from Taraba State. That's northeast Nigeria. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yane John, yayo.
Lapia kalo gana ya fiche.
Nah. Munge sheka. To John, do you think Ighalo will be a hit at Manchester United?
That is exactly what I make that call. I want to congratulate my next. That is the right choice for Man United.
Oh, yeah.
For long, Man United are looking for striker. Somebody like Ighalo.
Yes.
So I'll congratulate Ighalo. At the same time, congratulate Man United.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So
I'm a Chelsea fan. But I'm congratulating Man United because of Ighalo.
I told you, see, Nigerians are turning to Manchester United fans
because
of Ighalo.
I'm serious. He said he's a Chelsea fan.
He said he's a Chelsea fan, but he's congratulating. You watch Manchester United match because of Ighalo, yeah?
I still want to contribute on that MESSI talk.
Okay, stand by. We will get to that point, and then you will call us when we get to the point. We'll talk about MESSI. Thank you so much for calling from Taraba State, northeast Nigeria. Thank you so much, John.
Zamu Genkaku.
Okay, Zamu Genkaku.
Yeah.
Zamu Genkaku.
We'll hear from you.
Zamu Genkaku. We'll hear from you. Take, brother. Okay. All right. While we'll take our another call, let's listen to Odion Ighalo speak about his dream come true move to Old Trafford.
Odion, great to see you. You admitted before that you long dreamed of joining United, so how does it feel to be here as a player?
I'm very happy. First, I want to say I thank God for making this happening, and it's just like a dream come true for me, because I know many people used to say when they join a team, they say that they dream of playing the team. Mine was not the case. Mine is I supported the team when I was young. People that knows me even back in Nigeria, everywhere, even when I was playing in Watford, my teammate knows that I love Man United. I support them when they play, even when we play against them. When I play against Man U, that emotion is there because it's my dream. So now it's reality, so I'm very happy and I'm looking forward to start.
And what was it that started your love affair with Manchester United? Was it a particular player or a match or the style of football?
Yeah, you know, when we were young back there in Nigeria, you know, we used to watch the Premier League on TV and all that, when the likes of Andy Cole used to play.
John IGHALO talking there, telling about his story, a dream come true. John IGHALO has been a fantastic Manchester United fan right from childhood. All right. We have another caller from Cameroon. Hello, Emeka. Hello, Emeka from Cameroon. Can you hear us? Wow. Hello. Okay, Emeka, do call back from Cameroon. I'm sure Emeka is a Manchester United fan. I'm so
Nigerians
sure.
are Manchester United fans now, I tell you.
Hey, come on. Okay, let me tell you why he's so excited.
Come on, I'm a proud Manchester United.
Bala is a
I'm a Manchester United fan.
diehard.
But I'm not biased.
No, come on, brother. Hey, come on. Emeka is back. Come on, Emeka is back.
Okay.
Emeka is back. Hello, Emeka.
Bonsoir, Emeka.
Yeah.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Comment ça va bien, ça va?
Comment ça va?
Please, I want to contribute about IGHALO.
Please
Okay, go ahead.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Oh, what with Chelsea fans? Hey, come on, guys. You are making Bala special. Come
Shout
on.
out to Chelsea fans. Shout out to Chelsea fans.
You are making Bala special. Why? Chelsea fans, you are potting. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
For me, before, I have not been supporting Man United. I always want them to lose. But because he's there, I would at least like him to be scoring goals. I'm partially now supporting Man United.
Oh, let's go, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. That's what we're talking about.
Let me ask you, Emeka. Do you think Odion will be a hit? You know, he has retired from the Super Eagles and everybody thought this young man is finished. Do you think there's still much football left in him?
I think so, because looking at his body physique, looking at his ball control, looking the way he controls the ball, I think IGHALO will be a good fit at Manchester United. All he needs is just a good midfielder who can be somebody like Koba. Koba is fit, and he can work well with IGHALO.
Thank you so much.
Good point.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you
He's
so
just
much, Emeka.
30. Thank you so much, Emeka. Thank you. I do hope you'll call us back when we talk MESSI.
Mercy.
He's just 30.
This is a good point. This is a guy that has scored 100 and almost 50 goals, in like 270 appearances career-wise. That is a good scoring ratio. This guy scores 1 goal in every 2 matches, or should I say 1 goal in every 170 minutes. So that's a story that this is. And
So
also,
United did not make a mistake in buying Odion
no,
IGHALO.
no.
There is another. Do we have another call? Oh,
I guess this will be our last call.
okay.
On this topic.
All right. We put Emeka on a Skype call. We'll take that. But let's go to KB State. Uche is on the line. Hello, Uche.
Good evening.
Good evening from Nigeria.
I'm calling from Kebbi State.
KB State.
KB.
Southwest, northwest.
Sanu the Zoa.
And Manchester, you know what we need is a finisher. And they make a good move. Because for a player like a club, what we need is to be giving him up. Forget about scoring. He's specialized in scoring.
Let's have IGHALO on the line for you. Let's put IGHALO up for you.
The type of person we want of now.
Of course.
Wow.
You see what he's talking about. He's talking kind of players that Manchester United need. And I think Solskjaer is going towards that level because he bought Harry Maguire, he's a Manchester United fan. Bruno Fernandes, a Manchester United fan. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a Manchester United fan. And now he has IGHALO, who turned out Barcelona and Tottenham to join Manchester United.
At Man U. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer thinking that buying Manchester United fans will produce results?
Of course, because you need, that's the thing, the players have been disconnected with the culture of the club. So he needs players who would live for the club.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's connect Emeka Odigbo. If you have spent years in Nigeria, you would hear Emeka Odigbo running football commentaries for over 35 years on radio. He is a veteran sports commentator and broadcaster. And we spoke to him about Manchester United buying Odion IGHALO. Eric Emeka Odigbo. Emeka Odigbo, we know him as. Yes, veteran sports commentator. Let's hear him on Skype. And joining us right now live from Igbariam in Anambra State of Nigeria is veteran sports broadcaster and commentator, Dr. Emeka Odigbo. Hello, Doc, how are you? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clean. Clean here in Igbariam.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us live from Anambra State. How did you receive the news about Odion IGHALO joining Manchester United as a Nigerian?
Well, you know, of course, it's a history. The first Nigerian, technically, to join Manchester United. I think it's long overdue because the Nigerian players are not below the standard of those who are there. I recall Quentin Fortune being the first African, if you like, from South Africa. If you look at the pedigree of South African football and Nigerian football, you know that by now we should have even overpopulated the playing cast of Manchester United. It's never too late. So far, so good. Even though one way we are benefiting, a Nigerian joining a major club in Europe, one, and then, of course, the fact that Manchester United also will be benefiting because the marketing they did was to help them to get a better position this season in the Premier League.
Okay, Odion IGHALO may have retired from international football and from the Super Eagles of Nigeria to concentrate on his club career. What do you think this move would mean to the player's career?
Well, I was asking myself the same question. I said, is IGHALO making a rethink to come back to the Super Eagles? But I look at his age, 30, 31. I think that he's on the threshold of his career. So, but I think that let's not preempt the process. Let's look at him, watch him, the way he performs in Manchester United. Don't forget, Manchester United too is apprehensive. Otherwise, if not, they would have said, okay, there should be a clause to buy permanently. But that clause was not there. So they are just apprehensive, perhaps, to watch him perform and see how far it goes. So I suspect that his performance in these 6 months that he signed for Manchester United may trigger a lot of reactions. Nigeria may say, please come back, we have seen you, you are still very good. After all, Ronaldo, MESSI, they are still playing for their national teams. They are older than.
Okay, Dr. Emeka Odigbo is football commentator and broadcaster, sports broadcaster, speaking to Total Football from Southeast Nigeria, Anambra State, and says with this move from China to Manchester United, it's likely going to trigger a call for his return to the Super Eagles.
Of course, of course. When you see a lot of players that have really retired, you see the national teams calling them back to come back and play because they really need them. IGHALO has been, should I say, a good servant for the Nigerian team. And of course, what a way. We've had troubles with our strikers turning up to be the top striker in a competition like AFCON. But this guy came out of nowhere. He did it. His record with Nigeria is also awesome. So why he went back, why he decided to retire, I don't know. But we can see the likes of Ibrahimovic, the likes of Ronaldo, even at the late peak of their age, they are still performing wonders. I think this guy is still good. I don't see anybody better than him right now on the national team.
Okay, let's leave it there. Congratulations, Odion Ighalo. Nigerians continue to react. Subsequently on this program, we will bring you more comments and more reactions as the world continues to talk about Odion Ighalo moving from China back to England. Remember that he was one of the top strikers for Watford. All right, so he's in a familiar terrain. Let's just tell you that he's in a familiar terrain. Expect to see Odion Ighalo, do it for Manchester United. If you've just joined us, this is Total Football. It's your Monday night football show, and that's how we do it live right here on Love World Plus. Wherever you are watching us around the world, tell your friends that we are here every Monday night at 19:00 hours, +1 GMT, wherever you are. And you can also follow us right there on the go, on your tab, and on your phone. Simply log on to www.loveworldplus/TV. Okay, live TV. .tv/watch live.
Yeah, watch live.
Okay, that's www.loveworldplus.tv/watch live. And you'll be on to us. Let's take a quick break. When we return, we go to Spain. And someone somewhere is right on the news. Lionel Messi, is he leaving or staying? We'll be right back.
Catch all the moments every Monday night. All the best goals. All the tackles. Match reviews from across the leagues. Watch our experts give total analysis on every game. And get a closer look at all the stars from around the world of football. You ask where? We say watch Total Football every Monday night on Love World Plus.
Danger here! Oh, he's there! That is sensational! This is special. With one swing of his gifted right foot.
We love talking football right here every Monday night. Why don't you join us every Monday night? It's Total Football. We're glad to have you back, and we are landing in Spain. Bala, so much is happening there.
Of course. Spain is the place to be right now.
Ding dong on the table.
It's really the place to be right now because I tell you, Lionel Messi, for the first time ever, for his 15 years career that he has been at Barcelona as a professional football, he's roaring out at Barcelona. And I'm telling you, he's roaring out at the director of football.
Why is that?
Why is that? Valverde sacking. Barcelona's former coach Valverde was sacked, and Abidal came out to the news to say I don't even want to say this. Can you please put this on the screen? Let's see what Abidal had to say. When we have it on the screen so I can read it out. Yes. He said a lot of players were not happy and did not work much, and there was also a problem with internal communication, he told sports reporters. The relationship between the coach and the dressing room was always good, but there are some things as an ex-player I can sense. I told the club what I thought and we had to make a decision. And that decision was to fire Coach Valverde. Yes. Yeah, okay. And Eric Abidal, if you know him too well, is a young man with history at Barcelona. He was one of the greatest players, but he had a life-threatening injury and went away for a long time. And everybody at Barcelona was praying for his recovery. And when he recovered, he could not play football anymore. Yes. And Barcelona said, hey, you've served us too well. We cannot let you suffer. Come and be
in our administrative
You
team.
know,
so he became the director of football
Yeah.
at the new camp. And there he's talking about why they had to take the decision.
Yes, because some players, and if you would know Lionel Messi for years, I've been hearing this, a lot of football fans know this. They say Lionel Messi has the power on who comes to Barcelona.
That's the point.
And who leaves. And Lionel Messi is not really happy with that, because Abidal saying this is like accusing the players. And Lionel Messi is tired of this word saying, it's because of me this coach is leaving, or because of me this player is leaving. Lionel Messi had a good coach.
And because they always say Messi decides who stays or who goes.
He had a good relationship with Valverde, who has gone.
Let's reopen the phone line.
And that's why you see Messi came back with
reopen the phone
Yes, let's reopen the phone lines. And that's why you see Messi replied with such a comment. Can we please have it on the screen?
Let's reopen the phone lines and let's begin to take our calls. Okay, the phone lines are back. But here is what is causing the rumpus at Nou Camp. This is what Messi had to say.
I honestly do not like to do this kind of thing, and I think that everyone has to be responsible for their job and take responsibility for their decisions. Those in charge of the sporting direction should also face up to their responsibilities, and above all, take charge of their own decisions.
I don't understand. Okay, Abidal says, this is the reason why we had to take a decision. And he's here also saying, own up to your decision. Is he saying that Abidal does not or did not own up to that decision? Because I thought Abidal has explained why they took that decision.
And that's why Messi is coming back. Like I told you about the player power. He said some other things, but this was really the important thing he said during the comment. He talked about the players, when they play, they know they don't play well. They talk to themselves. But they address themselves first before even the media comes out to tell them. So he knows how much they put into work. And I can understand what Messi is saying. And he told Abidal to mention names. Sorry, it's not written on the screen, but he also said it. I'm tired of this kind of statement. I need you to call names so it shouldn't look like it's rubbing on all the players.
But my problem now, which is always also a concern, and you know, Messi is yet to renew his contract with Barcelona, and there have been rumors that Messi is no more happy at Nou Camp. Is he leaving?
The truth about his contract clause at Barcelona is because he has been such a veteran, such a great player for the past 10 years. He has given them everything they had. They gave him a clause that he can leave during the summer for free, but he's whooping £67 million a year. Any club that can pay his salary can take him, and he would leave
Manchester
for free.
City pay that?
Of course.
Man City can pay that.
Man City can pay that.
And Pep Guardiola remains his favorite coach.
But this same Pep Barcelona has told Lionel Messi that the best club he should stay at is Barcelona. So we don't know. But Pep Guardiola doesn't have the final say when it comes to the transfer, because I'm sure the oil Magoon.
But I think that this will be resolved
favorably. Favorably, but we don't know.
Because everybody thinks that Messi will retire at Barcelona.
Because remember, Messi said he missed Ronaldo at La Liga. At La Liga. And Ronaldo told Messi, come
over to Italy.
Oh, come on, find a new challenge.
Go to England or go to France.
Would Messi take that? It's a very tempting offer, I should say, because he has given Barcelona everything.
My fingers crossed.
Our fingers are crossed. I would really love to see Messi at, a different club.
I want to see Messi in England. Hey, brother, come on. I don't want Messi to go to Italy. I mean, hey, come on.
So this is a player power. I think this is a player power thing going on. So Abidal is still at his job.
I think they will resolve it.
I think they'll resolve it. But I think this is why Messi is so important. When we watch this match,
I think they will resolve it. Let's get some highlights from La Liga. It was a weekend of great comebacks for the two top teams. I'm talking about Barcelona and Real Madrid. They were down, they came back, they won. But Real Madrid still topped the table in Spain. Enjoy the highlights. It's Barcelona versus Real Betis and Osasuna versus Real Madrid. Enjoy them.
Absolutely awesome.
Real Madrid were in Pamplona taking on Osasuna on Sunday. The first 15 minutes or so, tremendous pressure from the home side here. Courtois responding brilliantly to Ruben Garcia. John Moncayola would injure himself trying to stop Luka Modric and would early on be replaced by Fran Merida before Unai Garcia made it 1-0 with this risky diving header, angling the ball beyond the reach of Thibaut Courtois as the home side went ahead. There's a little bit of good fortune about Isco's equaliser on 33 minutes. No question about the finish. And then Madrid, 5 minutes later, would take the lead through their captain, Sergio Ramos, after Casemiro had headed Modric's corner back across the face of the goal in the second half. Ruben Garcia had an opportunity to equalise before Benzema, showing great generosity, laid this one off for second half substitute Lucas Vazquez to make it 3. And in stoppage time, Fede Valverde would be equally generous. Luka Jovic with an unstoppable finish. There was a chance for some consolation from Inigo Perez, but the final score was Osasuna 1, Real Madrid.
Antes del partido entre el Betis y el Fútbol Club Barcelona, el recuerdo para Francisco Grau, es jugador del Betis, penalti del Lenglet en el arranque de partido. El brazo desenganchado del cuerpo, no había señalado en primera instancia nada Sánchez Martínez, sí a través del VAR, como fulmina Canales en el minuto 6. Aquí Messi para entregar el balón a Frenkie de Jong, entrando por la puerta grande, indetectable, control con el pecho, disparo sin que el balón toque en el suelo. Pérdida de Arturo Vidal, fusila Fekir a Marc-André ter Stegen, 2-1, partido loco. Entrada de Sergio Roberto sobre Carles Alañá. Y aquí Busquets logrando en el último suspiro de la primera parte el gol del empate. Protestan a posible falta del inglés sobre Marc Bartra, los jugadores béticos. Leo Messi recorta, dispara a Joel, le paró absolutamente todo. El meta del Betis al 10 del Fútbol Club Barcelona. Pero las asistencias de Leo Messi, hay otra sobre el inglés para el cabezazo. Se impone el inglés sobre Guido Rodríguez, el jugador argentino. Además resbala Joel, le hace imposible poder intervenir en la acción. Fekir veía cartulina amarilla por esa acción, sigue protestando. Sánchez Martín le muestra la segunda cartulina amarilla, expulsado. Después también sería expulsado Lenglet por esa patada, doble amarilla para Lenglet. Al final la victoria para el Fútbol Club Barcelona por 2-3.
Okay, we're back from Spain, and those were the great results of the great matches in Spain. There were so many other matches also played, but there you saw Osasuna losing to Real Madrid by 4-1, and Real Betis also losing to Barcelona at home by 3-2, and Celta Vigo winning Sevilla, winning 2-1 against Sevilla, and Real Sociedad also winning against Atletico Bilbao 2-1. Espanyol won, Real Mallorca won. This is how they stand on the table. In Spain, you look at that ding-dong, it continues. 52 points for Real Madrid after 23 matches. And of course, 49 points for Barcelona after 23
Surprisingly,
matches.
Getafe.
I keep asking, what's happening?
No disrespect to
from where did
Getafe
they come
fans.
from?
No disrespect, but you know, when you see things like this, you're just...
Ahead of Atletico Madrid, ahead of Sevilla, ahead of Sociedad, ahead of Valencia, ahead of Villarreal.
Like, Getafe.
Wow. Okay. All right. But that's the way it is out there in La Liga in Spain. The race continues. We are going 38 matches in Spain.
And 23 played already.
23 played. That leaves us with 15 more matches, and there will still be a lot to talk about. All right. Let's close this show on Serie A notes.
Wow.
It was another interesting weekend. Juventus lost. Let's just say it.
Juventus lost.
Juventus lost to Verona.
They lost to Verona. And I would say this is a big problem for Sarri because when Juventus are meant to be winning.
Take a look at the table. What's happening in Seria?
Okay.
Take a look at the
Let's
table.
take a look at the table.
Full screen. Yes.
Okay.
That's the table. Inter Milan.
Inter Milan now topping
Inter Milan.
with
Inter
54
Milan.
points.
Upstaging Juventus.
Yes, with upstage. I think Juve have a problem because when Juve are supposed to be winning, Juve are supposed to be like 6 or 9 points ahead because sometimes Inter Milan have slowed down. But they've allowed Inter Milan to catch up with them.
They're 54 points each. It's just goals difference right here.
That's my point.
Inter.
That's my point. Juventus keep on to sleep. Right now, if you look on paper, Juventus has the player to win it all. But right now, if you look on momentum and desire, I think Inter Milan have all the players.
Okay. 23 matches also played in Italy, and we are still counting Inter, Juve, Lazio, Atalanta, Roma, Verona.
Where's AC Milan?
Interesting. AC Milan way down on table number 10. Let's leave you on total football notes tonight. In Italy, it's been another wonderful show. We thank you so much for calling all the way from Cameroon, all the way from Taraba, all the way from KB. And all the calls that didn't come through into the studio, we received all your calls. We will be back on Monday, and then we will talk more. There is always a talking point for you on football. Thank you so much.
All right.
My first 9. Okay. Odion IGHALO has left China. I'm sending you back to China.
No, come on. No, I'm not going to China.
You are coronavirus free, brother.
No. I am coronavirus free, but I am not going to China right now.
That's Bala Okidiave. Menikeagu is my name. Thank you so much for watching. Let's leave you on Seria notes and see you again same time next week. As I always say, the word of God is supreme. Make it a point of duty to pray with Pastor Chris. Prayathon 365 days round the year of perfection 2020. We'll see you again on Monday.
Danger here. Oh, he's there. That is sensational. This is special. With one swing of his gifted right foot. Absolutely awesome.